I'm Pamela Brown. I'm a TK teacher at 3rd Street Elementary School, which is an LAUSD school, and it's just a few blocks from my home. It's that way. I started teaching in 2001 in New York City, got my master's degree there in early childhood education. Um, Taught for a couple of years in New York, a couple of years in Paris. Took a big break to raise my kids, and they're 15 and 9 right now. And in that big hiatus, I was really involved with RIE, Resources for Infant Educators, first with my daughter and then with my son years later, and took a couple of practicums in RIE, and really enjoyed reading about Magda Gerber and Emmy Pickler and all of that very early childhood stuff. So then I decided I wanted to see if I would enjoy teaching again, and tried to sub in LAUSD, but the pandemic came, and then I was teaching online at my son's school, and then once we were back in person, I thought, okay, finally I can just sub and see if I like this, but you couldn't swing a cat without getting a job offer. So I got this job offer to teach TK, and I've done it now 1 year, and I just love it. I want to do it for a very long time, but I need to get all of my credits in order to keep teaching it after August 2023. So that's what brings me here. I've taken one class so far. I loved it. I applied everything to my class immediately. That was music and early childhood education. How do I play? I mean, I have a 15-year-old who still plays. She plays with Playmobiles. I find I used to play the same way she did. When I was little, I loved little people and organizing. As an adult, gosh, I mean, so much of what I do for play is organizing my space, and it sounds strange that it might not be particularly playful, but it brings me a lot of pleasure. I like to roughhouse with my son and with my husband. I like to be outside hiking. I like collecting things when I hike, like wild cucumber seeds, different leaves. I love plants. I love to propagate plants. I guess that is a kind of playing and exploration. And oh dear, I forgot to set my stopwatch to know how long I was talking. And what I really hope to get out of this course, aside from the professional requirements I have to fulfill, is a greater understanding of what my students are gaining during their playtime, kind of less guilt for all the playtime that I do work into my TK class. I really feel like I'm skating this very thin line in TK. We have an ETK, which uses this thing called creative curriculum, and there's a dramatic play in the ETK room. When I came into my TK room, there was no dramatic play center. So I feel like I'm always trying to find the balance between satisfying admin, that there's enough academics going on, but also giving my students the appropriate amount of play that I think that they need. And of course, I want to make their playtime, as rich as it can be. So provide them with the space, the materials, have my own expectations be appropriate for what they're doing during playtime, so that they can have the best experience they can have. Okay, let's see. Now's the awkward part. Here we go. Okay, nice to meet you.